Hello and welcome back everyone to this final game of this WC3 here from the Faith Cup. Let's switch over to Spectator immediately. It's gonna be a long one. I saw the file size of this and it's double this, pretty much double the size of last two, or pretty much the same size as the last two combined. I think that's a better way of determining it. Yeah. So I don't know if my voice will last long enough for this. I do have a couple of drinks available, so yeah. Anyway, Turtle Rock, it is a close spawn again. So introducing the players, in the top left we have Remind, the Blue Night Elf, and Check, the Red Night Elf. Last game was weird. I don't know how Check was faster at killing bears than his opponents. I mean, like, they both had the same supply, and I don't know. Maybe Check focus fired a lot better. Maybe his unit control was a lot better. Maybe his Demon Hunter was the reason, since he had like plus 35 attack with Roar, and like all his items. I have no idea, but yeah, that's just how it turned out. I mean, game one was a lot clearer on why Remind won. Last game was, I don't know. I don't know what exactly made Check in the winning position.
A player's forces are under
Seems
attack.
like post spawns have been acknowledged for both sides. Because like this is way too early of a scout, unless Check somehow wanted to scout immediately. Not something you do. More something like you see from StarCraft. Warcraft, yeah, you don't scout immediately. Then again, I don't actually have not watched StarCraft in so long. I don't know how the playstyle goes over there. I mean, last time I checked, you either scout immediately or you scout right after your first house. So
A town is under siege.
yeah. I mean, I was gonna like, maybe I should rephrase it instead of calling it a house, but houses, it makes sense, I guess, kinda. I don't know. Plus 3 strength for Check, plus 3 intelligence for Remind. So, slightly better for Check. Since you'd rather have health than mana as a Demon Hunter. Because if you have more mana, that just means more mana to be burnt. Yeah, not that great of an item. Any of the other two attributes wouldn't be better. Seems like both players are just trading damage on their Demon Hunters there. And yep, Remind is looking like he's losing that one. Wisp was able to get a quick detonation off before getting killed off, so denying experience once again. Don't really get why that happened. I mean, like, you're just forcing each other to use Moonwells, and you'd rather just farm instead of doing that, so that was a weird exchange of skirmishes. I mean, how's this game file longer, bigger than the other two? It's a close spawn. So I'm very curious to see how this game's actually gonna turn out, because like it should be clear cut since it's a close spawn. Like you take advantage of when your opponent's going for creep camps, but I don't know if that's gonna be easy. These guys need to clear out the Watcher wards as soon as possible, I guess, because more vision the better. And it seems like we have another fight once again. An archer advantage for Check, for Remind so far, so Check is going to be forced to run away. No dust. So, seems like he's going to go ahead and get some dust, but as soon as the Demon Hunter gaps, the archers start running it. Ancient Wonderverse has been spotted, but it is a little too late in getting that one down. Oh, finally Naga which comes out as the second hero. Hmm. Yeah, Naga's a weird hero because as soon as you see one Naga, you gotta go for the other. So you can see here Naga being picked up for check. Although I think it's mainly due to the map, since Turtle Rock we see a lot more Nagas than anything else, so it's good, it's good. Still took a lot of damage, however. So having to be forced to use all those moon walls except one is a little wasteful.
Forces are under attack.
Warrior camp being cleared out here. Not sure if the Demon Hunter, he should get level 2, even if he is sharing experience with the Naga. Meanwhile, over at Remind's side, still double level 1s here. Level 2 finally for the Demon Hunter of Check, but it looks like his base might be under fire. Moonwalls are in danger, as well as the Ancient of Wonders, but that's just gonna get cancelled. And here we go. A little fight here. Let's switch over to population. Slight advantage. I don't know why there's zoom in. I don't know why I keep zooming in. Slight advantage for Remind, but he is choosing to run away instead. Forcing that cancellation on the Ancient of Wonders was enough, I guess. It didn't actually look like he had the numbers advantage in terms of the archers there. Around 8 archers versus 6 archers. Yeah, so where is that supply at? I guess it's Wisps. Maybe. Double Ancient of Wars? Oh.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, why is this happening? What? As soon as I click it, it just automatically drags down. I don't know why that's happening.
A town is under siege.
Double Ancient of Wars is happening again. Alright, I gotta switch to my first mouse because this is getting crazy. And the mouse scroll is like... What? I'd rather... God damn. So weird. Double Ancient of War is weird. Triple Ancient of War?
Player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so we have 4 Ancient of Wars for Remind. He's trying to build his expansion, which is halfway done. Not even halfway done. 25% done. I have no words for what I am witnessing right now. Up to 4 or 5 Ancient of Wars is up for Remind. It's not even building anything. I mean, if you're going for mass archers, at least that makes sense. They do a lot of damage, but it's not even doing anything. Scroll of the Beast is going to be popped there, so not a good fight for Check to engage in with all those archers. I mean, even now he should be wondering what is going on. Why are there so many Ancient of Wars right now? Because, I mean, tier 2's done, but nothing's really utilizing that tier 2 right now. Are we just gonna have mass huntresses? No, we're just gonna have mass archers. I mean, honestly, I would love to see mass archers and or mass hippogriff riders, but I don't know if we're actually gonna see that happening. Oh, what is going on? Check is doing it as well. This is not War of the Ancients. What is happening here? More Ancient of Wars being... This is really weird. I don't know if this was pre-planned, but this is amazing. Mass Archers, Mass Ancient of Wars. Honestly, if it was gonna come down to this, someone should have just picked the Priest of the Moon for the True Shot aura there. But oh well, missed opportunity. Seems like the first Ancient of War might fall, and it is going to be on Remind's side. Oh, Nagasiwa being focus fired by that Demon Hunter, but Demon Hunter, lots of damage being ensued thanks to those archers there. Both heroes are going to pop for health. And just a trade of Ancient of Wars. More Ancients on the way. I mean, what do I expect? I don't know at this point. Looks like another Ancient falls for both sides. Pretty equal trades here. Very equal trades, in fact. I think that Remind's Ancient of War per minute is a lot better, however, so kind of troubling. And of course, he is cheating with this expansion, so he can afford more Ancient of Wars. Right. It's just so weird. Why are we having a second Ancient of Wonders? Ancient of Wonders is the weakest Ancient, and Ancient of War is the strongest, I believe. At least in terms of damage. I think the Tree of Life is more health, but less damage. Well, she has more damage, but I mean, realistically, you'd rather mass up Ancient of Wars than Tree of Life, so in terms of cost, at least. Oh, it seems like Czech also has expansion as well, except it is right in front of all these blue ancients.
The town is under siege.
Yep, I can see why this game lasted this long.
Players' forces are under attack.
Because of this sudden urge to play mass archers, mass ancient of wars. But this should be clear cut if, I mean, Czech doesn't allow to mine off his second base, meanwhile Remind can. I imagine Remind will be able to take this later on, but oh yikes, Demon Hunter almost taken down there. He is going to get preserved back home. Fork Lightning didn't do nearly enough damage as he would like, and should be healing with the Moonwall right now, unless there are no Moonwalls.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, these ancients are not actually taking those arrows very well. Oh, focus fight is pretty good. Uh-oh, it looks like Remind is being surrounded by all those Ancient of Wars. He needs a lot more Ancient of Wars if he wants to combat this kind of threat. 48 versus 38, so definitely winning the Archers front there, but all these Ancients are gonna try and make up for that deficit. Yeah, rooting is actually not that great because archers will just get out of range. Yeah, they might not be able to kill it fast enough, but at least they won't fight back. Demon needs to be really careful there. He is gonna pop a health pot. And this gold mine is nearly done entangling, which is pretty critical if it allows to be completed, because that will pretty much negate the economic advantage that Remind has right now. Uh-oh, Demon Hunter is surrounded, is gonna preserve, thank god. That would have been a quick GG, but of course we all know that's not gonna happen just yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
More ancients, I still don't know what the second Ancient of Wonders is for. I think it's for the health pot cooldown, but I mean look at that, he just bought 3 right now. So Remind is slightly ahead in terms of supply, but that should change a little bit. I don't know why Czech is rooting itself. Well, I guess if the Demon Hunter is going to get in range, then I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but yeah, those archers make quick work despite the typing advantage there. Look at all those miss procs. Yeah. Probably shouldn't target the Demon Hunter because with all those miss procs there. And the expansion is now being saturated, so Remind's got to do something about this if he wants to keep his lead. Doesn't look like he is gonna keep it for long, actually.
A player's forces are under attack.
As a Night Elf player, if you keep doing this, I guess lumber is your main source of issues, so probably needs to hire up a lot more Wisp to keep up with that Ancient War production. Double staff for both of those Demon Hunters there, so they should return very soon. Now you can see which of Remind needs to be a little careful. Is gonna pop the health pot there. And yeah, 16 supply advantage for Remind. His archers are killing it. No upgrades whatsoever. I mean, if you're gonna play like this, upgrades most definitely is going to be a game changer.
Town is under
I just don't
siege.
know if Remind is going to commit the resources for that though. Oh, nice pickoffs here, nice early, easy pickoffs for Czech. Here comes another wave of
Player's
Ancients.
forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter gonna get preserved once again. He should get a TP staff if he's gonna get preserved constantly. Uh oh, Naga needs to be careful. She has no health pots, and seems like the archer's doing enough damage to push the Demon Hunter away. Demon Hunter's back, but is he ballsy enough to commit? It does not look like it. Naga still has the preservation staff, so she can use it on time.
Town is under siege.
Yikes, 3 ancients taken down simultaneously. Level advantage is level 3 versus level 2 I believe. No, level 2 level 3. Uh oh, Czech might be losing his Tree of Life here, which is very bad news, but he's gonna bring in all those wisps to try and make something happen. Naga could definitely Fog Lightning, but it's not needed. All those archers, DPS is enough, and Czech is no longer mining off 2 gold mines. So Remind should be able to re-establish his lead very soon. I don't know why I'm commentating this so seriously. This is such a weird game. Third Ancient of
Town is
Wonders.
under
That
siege.
is possibly overkill. I mean, I
player's
don't know if you
forces
need
are
that
under
many health
attack.
pots. Ogolot camp being cleared out here. Tome of Experience should be given over to the Demon Hunter, since level 4 Demon Hunter is more useful than a level 4 Naga. And Cloak of Flames gets picked up, so honestly it might be a good item, considering like all these archers will be clumped up, so if you could get in all of them, then that would be a lot of damage. The only problem is like you're gonna take a lot of damage from those archers as well, so I can't imagine that item being kept. But it's totally up to him. You could always get Invuln and then combo it with the Cloak of Flames, but yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know. I mean, this game is such an outlier right now.
A town
That
is
4
under
Ancient of
siege.
Wonders? That is 4 Ancient of Wonders. I have no idea for what reason though. Oh, here we go. It seems like the Ancients have finally reached up to the main base of Czech. We might need to be careful to keep this expansion alive. I think it's more important than pushing your opponent. Unless you're gonna go for the game, you should defend your expansion. Seems like it's just gonna be the Ancient of Wars hacking away at it. Meanwhile, the main army tries to defend, which should be
Player's forces are under attack.
successful for them. I don't really think that you can actually deal with all these Ancient of Wars. I mean, it's 3 Ancient of Wars versus 5. Unless, I guess, these Wisps join the battlefield, then that might be a differing factor. What is Remind trying to do? He has a supply advantage. You can see that burn coming into play there.
A player's forces are under
Doing
attack.
a reasonable amount on those archers. Archers are not tanky whatsoever, so they do take quite a lot. Deepest Scroll going to be used, and uh-oh. 1 archer left alone, but should be enough. Okay, so what was lost? It seems like Hunter Soul was lost, as well as 1 or 2 Ancient of Wars. I don't know what is going on right now. Honestly, if Remind is trying to be cute, he can just start producing his archers right here, right now, and keep reinforcing his current army, but he's not doing that. He's just doing absolutely nothing with his Ancient of Wars. It's weird. I think Remind can definitely steamroll this, but is waiting for some
A
reason.
player's forces are under attack.
So almost level 4 on the Magazine Witch, level 3, level 3. Your advantage is definitely towards Chick, it's just that he's an expansion down, and I think 2 or 3 minutes? Oh, actually, no, not really. It's like less than a minute. That gold mine will fall. Right. Technology. Oh, actually, range upgrade has been completed, as well as the Nature's Blessing there. They're not tier 3, so they don't get the additional. They don't get the. What is it? The increased damage. It's a lot of archers. What is it? 65 versus 49.
A player's forces are
Total
under
resources. Oh, that's
attack. The
weird.
town is under siege.
Remind only mined 400 more gold than its opponent. Well, I guess that does make sense since Remind's been at low upkeep for a long time. The amount of gold that he lost because of tax is 4,000, so yeah, that's a lot. What's pinged over here? +1 attack upgrades. So finally someone's decided to go upgrades. Oh, actually no. Chick's also gone upgrades as well, so those archers gonna start dealing more damage.
A town is under siege.
Ogre camp is going to be cleared out here. Yikes, that shockwave was rather devastating, but finally drops Django Endurance, so increased attack speed. That is a little crazy.
A player's forces are under attack.
You can see how quickly those archers are attacking right now. That's... Oh, maybe it's not as fast as I would imagine, but that's still a lot. What percentage is it? It doesn't really say, but it should be around like 10 or 15%. Like Gloves of Haste. Expansion in the bottom left. Oh, there was an expansion in the bottom left? I guess that's how
Player's forces are under attack.
the gold was actually equalized. I did not realize this expansion existed. But now that the main gold mines have been cleared out, the main bases are moving out to try and entangle the other gold mines there.
Is under siege.
Control water here. Don't know what it's gonna drop. But yeah, anything's good at, honestly. +6 strength. I say anything, but maybe not that. I mean,
Player's
more health,
forces are
always
under
nice,
attack.
but not that exciting. Ancient of War trying to pressure this base, but I highly doubt this is actually gonna work.
A town is under siege.
71 versus 53. This Ancient of War still alive? Not anymore, but wow. That guy lived for a long time. I don't know why this game's still going on, but glaive throwers are being added to the mix. I think this is a violation of the treaty here. I believe it was just archers only, but at this point, I guess even Remind is breaking the rules as he brings out a Druid of Talon. Yeah, he's bringing out more Druids of Talons as well. Probably not better than than archers, since archers probably destroyed Druids of Talons. I actually don't know. It's magic versus piercing, and piercing has the additional upgrades, additional bonus against unarmored. You know, this just does reduced against archers, so weapon type and armor type wise, archers are a little better, but like the additional like additional bonus of Fairy Fire might be enough to cancel that bonus. I don't know. We have Glaive Throwers here for Remind as well. 3 Glaive Throwers, in fact. That's going to be a lot of siege damage. Not necessarily any splash damage just yet, because that needs the upgrade. But yeah, Czech is losing a lot of his archers right now. I mean, so is Remind, but Remind has plenty more archers to begin with. And Czech is now reduced to about 4 or 5 archers left. Nagasiwich is being chased down. Nice blocking there, but it's just not enough, and that will be a dead Nagasiwich. And 64 versus 37. Despite how things went, it seems like Remind is finally gonna win, and that was mainly due to the fact that had an expansion for the majority of the game, and yeah, he didn't really throw it. How much gold? 5,500 gold left. So that's like, what is it? 8,000? No, that's almost 10,000 gold mined out from this particular gold mine. So yeah, it's pretty good. Game's still not over? Why is Czech still in this game?
A player's forces are under attack.
Wow, I'm surprised that they switched from archers straight into whatever they want so quickly. Bears, archers, glaive throwers for Czech. Meanwhile, Remind has archers and druids as well as glaive throwers there. Yeah, I really can't see how Remind can lose this. He's at 79 supply. Yeah. Uh-oh, looks like this Nagasiwich might be denied a revival here. And yes, she was. Can't really go for the tavern because it's blocked by so many Ancient of Wonders. And 44 versus 82, it's like, you can't really defend against that. Oh, seems like he's gonna try. Fairy Fire, Anti-Magic Shield, but is that gonna do much? Abolish Magic. From what, I wonder? I don't know who cast that Abolish Magic, but nevertheless, GG from Czech. Probably the weirdest game I've casted so far this year. What is the most appropriate page to go to? There we go, most appropriate page. Wow. So a lot more Ancient of Wars built for Remind. Yeah, that was a weird game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this best of 3 series, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.